Hello, and welcome to ABCD Soul Talk. My name is Dorisha Moore, Managing Partner and Chief Marketing Officer here at ABCD and Company, and very excited to share with you our first episode of Soul Talk. I have with me my fellow panelist to my left, and I would love for him to introduce himself.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, Dorisha. My name is Richard Masters, and I am the Director of Integrated Marketing and Communications here at ABCD.
As ABCD embarks upon what will be 10 years come January 2nd, 2024, it has been an amazing journey. We've grown, we've expanded, and Richard has been a part of that growth. As a new team member and as the Director of Integrated Marketing here at ABCD, my goal was to really get an understanding of what our differentiator was and how do we leverage that to take it into this new decade of marketing and event strategy. So I put Richard up to the test. And I asked him to tell me everything there is about what makes ABCD unique. We talked about the heartfelt relationships that are here. We talked about the community that we build. We talked about our love for food and how that unites us together. And so we felt it was important for us as we embark on this 10 years and we talk about the next for ABCD to really communicate to our stakeholders, our fans, our followers, and our friends what ABCD Soul is, but what it really means to us and how do we really come to that differentiator. One of the things that was really profound as a founder and hearing Richard come to this discovery of ABCD Soul is that profit really is driven by purpose. And I thought that was really profound and powerful because when you think about the essence of what we do in communications and marketing and storytelling, and all of the various aspects of it, ultimately what we're trying to get to is really on a deeper level.
That's right.
And that meaningful connection is powerful, and it allows us to cultivate relationships that really do transform lives.
That's right.
And so when Richard came to me and said, ABCD has soul, you know, my own lived experience and personal cultural background, of course, went alive because when I think about R&B soul, when I think about hip hop soul, when I think about neo soul, it resonated with me. But what I found is that ABCD Soul doesn't resonate with just me as a Black-owned business owner, but it resonates with Richard, and it resonates with our other team members, and it resonates with our clients and our stakeholders and our partners. And so I was excited about what this looks like for us. And, you know, Richard coming from the Fortune 500 space, working with large ad agencies, he kind of had a really good perspective and lens of what was out there. So I trusted him to share this information. And I'm so excited about how we've kind of came up and bottled the magic, if you will. This magic, these exceptional results are bottled into ABCD Soul. So I won't continue to talk, but Richard.
Thank you.
Tell us, how did you get to Soul from your perspective?
Great question. When you look around the ABCD office, you see people of different backgrounds, experiences, religions, ethnicities, perspectives, and so on, right? And what unites us is something deeper that connects all of our internal and external properties. Something ethereal, even spiritual. It's what we call soul, right?
Yeah.
It may seem arrogant to claim that we are filled with soul. But
we are.
The truth is...
High five.
The truth is that if you step into ABC offices, you can actually feel it. You feel it here. The team operates by foregoing ego in favor of vulnerability. That's what I've really found. And by forging deep relationships with each other, our partners and their customers, right? Soul is an essential ingredient of ABCD magic as it helps us reach the people at their core. It's when you go deeper that we're really able to truly transform our clients' brands and create magical campaigns and events.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Do you believe that you can get to profitability with ABCD Soul?
Absolutely. In fact, it's through that mechanism that we actually get to impact. That's how we get impact. Without it, it won't be as powerful.
Yeah, and I think it's something that's not really traditional in this space. You know, everyone is certainly driven by the bottom line.
Right.
You know, it's how do you decrease my risk? How do you increase my profitability? And then how do you increase my profitability? So it's really a risk for us, right?
Right.
As an agency to decide that we're going to lead with soul.
Right.
We'll get the KPIs right. We'll get the metrics right. But we're going to lead with something just a little bit different. And we believe by leading with soul that we'll be able to still get to the metrics, the KPIs, the bottom line. But ultimately, what we hope our partners and our clients experience is really the transformation.
That's correct.
And that is critical to our brand architecture and in terms of how we even describe who we are,
right,
from a brand personality perspective. So yeah,
exactly.
love it. Okay, Q's violin. I bet that's what you probably are thinking right now, because it's almost too good to be true, right? And I think when I first heard the concept, when I sent the concept to the executive team, they too was like, can we really live into this? Can ABCD Soul really be something that we can live into? And I believe that we can, and we already have. For the past 10 years, that's what this work has been about. It's been about building leaders. It's been about changing the world. It's been about transforming lives. And so there might be some violins in there, but there is really some magic behind ABCD Soul. And I think it's important, Richard, for us to kind of dig into what those traits are. It really is a selfless desire to change the world for the better. It's really us being driven and fueled by an unwavering tenacity and resilience. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
To be honest. Yeah. And I believe that soul really helps us to cultivate a profound sense of empathy, right?
Okay.
And the work that we are doing is so critical to that.
Yeah.
You cannot do this work, this mission-based work, this compelling work to really prompt people to action without empathy. And so, you know, whether it's in our research, our creative, our events even, it's a real 5-sensory experience. And it's something that I think we'll be able to check the box off of eventually, but I love even the spontaneity of exploring how soul will manifest in the next upcoming year.
That's right. And if there is a sixth sense,
yeah, well, I mean, tell us, how do we regularly talk about ABCD Magic, you know?
Yeah, well, we regularly talk about ABCD Magic, which is how we describe our partners' experience with our marketing and events. But the magic is only possible because, as you know, our team's innate ability to empathize with our partners and their customers.
Yeah.
That's the truth, right?
Yeah.
Because if we can't do that, we won't get anywhere.
Yeah.
We dig well below the surface to unearth and even reveal a brand's true character, true nature.
Yeah.
We can achieve this because we're driven by an energy that helps us feel and speak the audience's language. This is critical, right?
Yeah.
We are powered by soul.
I love that.
Soul,
Powered by soul. I love that. I love it.
Thank you. Soul is our ability to access the consumer's subconscious knowledge and decision-making process, right? As a differentiator, it allows us to outfeel our competitors and connect with our partners and their audiences on a much deeper level.
Oh my God, I'm getting so excited. I love it. Outfeel. Outfeel.
It works.
Outfeel.
Yeah.
Is there pricklies?
Soul is what enables us to instill meaning in each touch point and ground our work in purpose, as you said, right?
Yeah.
Without meaning, there's nothing.
Yeah.
We infuse soul into our campaigns and events so that consumers identify with the character of our brands and so that we can deliver impact that leads to intentional actions.
Yeah. I love that. So, Richard, we talked a lot about ABCD Soul as it pertains to our clients and our partners.
Right.
So I feel like we have a at least introductory or cursory view of Soul and the benefit of Soul from our partners and our clients. But, you know, I also want to make sure we understand and share with our audience ABCD Soul in the workplace.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the magic, really, right?
That's
and,
right.
You know, when I think about ABCD Soul, it's having conversations in the kitchen about faith and parenting. It's in our weekly meetings and celebrating not just our professional wins, but our personal wins.
That's right.
It's, you know, celebrating the life of someone through their birthday or getting married. I think when you talk about soul, it's truly seeing even our team,
Right.
Like,
Right.
how can we embody soul for our clients if we don't do that from within?
That's correct. I
Yeah.
agree. You can see soul at work in every aspect of our company services, right? It's the twinkle in our smile as we anticipate our attendees' needs at an event. It's the ethnographic and psychographic research that we put into our audience personas before embarking on a new project. It's the spark of creativity that comes from ideating a design that connects with the intended audience, right? It's wonderful. It's the revelation of a breakthrough solution that enhances the user experience on a digital platform. And it's the empathic language that allows us to connect a brand to its target audience in a meaningful way, right?
Yeah.
We infuse soul at each touch point to ensure that our work connects authentically with our audiences and delivers meaningful impact.
And it all starts from within, right?
That's right.
You talk about some of those critical areas, and a lot of what we do is centered around that ideation cross-functionally.
That's right, exactly.
We are a team that doesn't work in silos.
No,
and we have the benefit of being a team that is very agile. And so when it comes to how soul is created, I think what's beautiful here is that it's not stifled because we work together.
That's right.
And that's the key, right? That's the recipe, is that collaboration facilitates soul. If we were in our silos, I don't think we would be able to truly embody soul.
No, that's right.
But because we're able to work together as a team, we are able to really see that transformation and see soul come alive, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. It's beautiful.
Funny, soul come alive. That's a good one. Awesome. Well, thank you, Richard, for this amazing conversation. What we talked about is simply really the tip of the iceberg when it comes to ABCD Soul. So I hope you stick around for a while and were inspired by this conversation. I'm looking forward to seeing how soul evolves in our world in this upcoming year. But if you want to stay connected and continue to listen in, please follow us on social media. Our handle is at ABCD and Company. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And in the meantime, in between time, I am going to challenge you to outfeel your competitors.